payments as future, what the future of payment lies today, I think that's the theme of the conference today. And over the period of next couple of hours, you'll probably hear more from industry leaders, how they're disrupting the environment, how they're disrupting the industries, how they're actually getting into our lives today.
It's one of the most dizzying phases of growth that any digital ecosystem has seen anywhere in the world, and it's quite incredible. And this year, we're going to be transacting approximately $65 billion worth of domestic payments, $65 billion. And this doesn't include the remittances, by the way, right? And by 2023, this number is going to touch almost $150 billion.
NFC-based payment cards also has been introduced and available, and that is being now targeted to the lot of transport segment, and that will be the next stage where we'll able to cover the transport industry has a huge number of transactions, and both combined with the UPA product and the tap and go product kind of things will able to cover the most of the transaction in the digital.
115 million debit cards got expired last month, RuPay cards, for not having chip and PIN. Of the 720 million cards, those are out, and every month those numbers will be out because they are not used. I relate it to after 4 p.m. every Indian is unbanked because the bank branches are closed. Before 4 p.m. every Indian is underbanked because there is too much of crowd where the banks are. Now the context for the future is setting into saying that I want to accomplish that people should be able to go to a Kirana store and say 2 kilo aloo, 1 kilo pyaj और 100 रुपए का mutual fund दे देना. That is the India we will make, and it's not too very far away, but we certainly want to stop this balance जानने के लिए 2 दवाएं.
I want to take this opportunity to thank the Tech Circle team. I think we have had a great partnership. This is the 3rd edition of the Pay-iT Conclave that we are proud to present along with them. This is a platform which allows for some of the most innovative fintechs, some of the largest banks and payment providers in the country to come together and have a conversation with technology providers like us, like Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. As a company, we are very excited to partner with these, with these companies, banks, and fintechs in the next chapter of their journey. We've had the privilege to work alongside some of the biggest names as well as some of the hottest fintech startups in the country over the last 4 decades or more. And some of our most robust mission-critical platforms have served this industry extremely well.
And Diwali on Diwali, we saw in cash, ATM cash, 110 and 110. Diwali on Diwali, Indians did not withdraw more cash. But Diwali on Diwali, they spent more on POS. There's a 13% increase in POS expenditure. This is the change in Indian payment behavior, consumer payment behavior that has happened. A very, very welcome change.
50 billion connected devices will be available in the world, and then within that 22% of those will be in India. So if you do the math, very soon what we're talking about is we can have a few billion pay devices, and we can have a couple of 100 million accepting devices, and the whole point of this is that the cost will come down, the democratization of who can access it will keep on increasing, and then more and more people will have access to digital payments which are secure and which are faster, and that's why we're excited.
So very excited to be here in the Pay-iT Conclave 2020, which has been organized by Tech Circle. These kind of events are very important because payment industry, and especially the digital payment industry, that's the industry that is growing the fastest. That is the industry that is making the most impact on the lives of the consumers. And if you look at the future, that is also the industry that will give the maximum direction to the innovation space. Because payment is not merely payment, it also gives you a huge amount of insight into consumer behavior, and it is that which companies will tap in order to come out with new products. So thank you very much, Tech Circle, for organizing this conclave, and I wish them all the very best.
the event is so successful, because I see a whole lot of people from the tech segment and the industry segment, the bank segment, converging together to discuss what's a very pertinent and important issue that we see today, the collaboration of fintechs and the banks, which is leading to the payment growth. I'm sure that all of us who have been in this event are very happy, a lot of takeaways, and I'm sure the rest of the session will be as interesting as it was earlier.
And our systems have a heritage of being always on, right? If you check your messages in the morning, you're using a tandem system or an HP nonstop system to do that. You stop for cash, 70% of the world's ATMs, certainly here in India as well, right? So we've got a very well-established ecosystem of partners and very strong places where we play. People ask me, you sell computers, what do you sell? And I usually take out my mobile phone, which happens to also be my wallet, and just say, hey, you use this or you use one of these, you're using my systems every day.
Fantastic event. I think some of the best brains in banking and financial industry were here. It was great to interact with them. With digital becoming all pervasive, I think it's also a responsibility from technology company like ours.
So this is the first time I have attended this Pay-iT Conclave, and I find it very useful. The choice of speakers, the choice of subjects, and the relevance in today's world of payment. So the entire thing, I found it very good.